Hello everybody, John here, and today on To The Garage we are launching the X100 Jaguar photo competition for 2023. Hi everyone, if you're new to the channel, then To The Garage is for all things tinkering in the garage, but particularly Jaguar X100s or XK8s, XKRs of the 96 to 2006 era. And every year we run a photo competition with a prize of the winner getting on the front page of a calendar, which they'll get a free copy of. For our regular viewers, otherwise known as the subscribers, I better start off with a quick apology. I don't sound great, I'm not great. This is the first time I've been outside the house in 10 days. And I'm going to go straight back in after this, stay there probably for another couple of days. But yeah, your regular viewing has been somewhat interrupted by real life. I did a couple of weeks working away, came back, was particularly poorly, and as a self-employed person I don't take much time off, but this was a monster. So I know that some of you have been commenting you're waiting for the next instalment of sorting out the gearbox service on Purdy, my 96 XK8. I am not up to rolling around under the car and doing anything, so apologies, it is what it is. So to the photo competition. Each year we have a photo competition for professionals, amateurs and complete novice photographers to send in a photograph of their X100, so that is a Jaguar XK8 or XKR, built between 96 and 2006, and send us that. And that photograph will be judged by a combination of a little group of my peers to create a short list, followed by the subscribership of the To The Garage YouTube channel. And whichever photos are voted as the winners, which is just nicest photograph, will end up on the front cover of a calendar like this. And the 11 runners-up, if we want to call them that, will feature as feature cars for each of the months within that calendar. The winner and the 11 runners-up will receive a calendar free of charge, posted by me anywhere in the world. We will have a limited production run. It's going to be 150 calendars, and those 150 calendars that remain will be available for you to buy via the website www.tothegarage.co.uk, and just click on the little store tab within there, and when they're available you will be able to see them and purchase them. When they're gone, they're gone. I won't take any pre-orders. It is just a first come first served after they are available situation. And at 150, I know they are going to all sell out quite quickly. Last year's calendar was a great success. Brilliant entries into the competition. It's just on the cusp of turning over into June as I film this. And as I'm not probably going to be out in the garage for a few more days, I'm going to flick my calendar over. But before I do that, as we're talking about the calendar, let's just show last year's winner. That's Ut McKittrich's fabulous photograph. And we included all of the entries that were not winners on the calendar or under the calendar. So basically everybody got a bit of a showing. And I will try to do that with the next calendar competition. Obviously, a number of entries depending, and I can't show images that are inappropriate or do not match the rules of the competition, if you like. So we're going to say bye to Rick Helt and his lovely XK8. And we're going to say hi to John Palmer. And John has got a Paramount Jaguar XK8 Coupe. And this is pictured at Blenheim Palace, Oxfordshire, England. And you can tell the Paramount Jags by this winged logo on the front at a quick glance. Looks very much like the Aston Martin logo. So John, I hear you cry. How do we get involved? What's the rules? What's the themes, etc.? I, in a previous video, asked if people wanted a particular theme, style, different set of rules for this competition. Had a few offered up ideas, but the vast majority of comments said the same thing, which was keep it simple, and the previous formula has worked, why change it? So we're going to go with that. The photograph must contain an image of an X100. It can be taken on a mobile phone or the most expensive camera. It can be raw as it came off that camera, or it can be photoshopped. It can include you in that image or just be the car. It doesn't have to be the whole of the car. It could just be an element of the car, an arty shot of an area of it. In fact, the only rules connected with the image are as follows. No nudity. No profanity, which sounds odd for a photograph, but you'd be surprised how many people might try and sneak in some profanity, maybe in a language they don't think I'll recognise in the background. I know there's accidental graffiti and bits and pieces. I'm not worried about that. But we do every year have a couple of entries which are a deliberate attempt to put something really disgusting in front of us. And the only technical rule is please send in your photograph in landscape format. So if I was holding up this as a photograph, that is landscape format, not portrait format. Sometimes people take pictures on their mobile phones, and just because of the nature of a mobile phone, they'll take it in a vertical format, or because they're more youthful than me and are more of the TikTok generation, which do tend to like vertical shots. That is no use for a calendar, because by the time it's been cropped to an A4 shape, if your photograph started off looking like this, there'll be nothing left. So it has to be wider left to right than it is tall. For those of you who are geeky and technical, the exact aspect ratio is not critical, but the final photograph will end up A4 in proportion. So whilst we'll accept them, super wide panoramics will not look good. So a standard traditional landscape photograph. Beyond that, you can send it in any format and at any quality and resolution you wish. Obviously, the higher the quality, the better. And no matter how it's formatted, I will find a way of opening it, reading it, and reproducing it. Next, some people, for their own reasons, do not like their number plate, license plate, or registration number to be on show on images that end up on the internet. I completely respect that. I'm fine with my numbers being out there, but for instance, my wife Jo, she's not keen on the number plates of cars registered in her name being on the internet. So, completely get it. However, if you don't want your license plate on show, it is up to you to obscure it. Either take the photograph so that it doesn't show the plate, cover the plate, or digitally remove it or obscure it before you send the image to me. One of the rules I have about this photo competition is I will not edit or adjust the photographs beyond the aspect ratio being trimmed for display on screen and being displayed on the camera. So if I think the image is a little bit dark, I could brighten it, but I won't. That's not the game. Equally, I'm not going to do any editing of number plates, etc. And finally, in this little section, by entering a photograph into our little competition, you are sending me the photograph and your permission to publish it on the internet and to use it in a calendar that will be given as a prize and which will be sold to 150 other people to offset the costs of doing this whole thing. If you're not okay with that, then do not enter the competition. Most importantly, this is all for fun. I'm doing this because I enjoy it and because I enjoy Jaguar XK8 XKRs. I will be charging for the remainder calendars, but that is to offset the costs, which can be very expensive, of buying the calendars initially and of sending them out to various places across the world. So by charging for the calendars and cost of postage for the remainder, I offset those costs and maybe make a small profit to spend on screwdrivers. Okay, so how does the timeline work? You have until midnight on July the 31st, 2023, and that's midnight GMT UK time, to send me in your photograph for the competition. All you have to do is send an email to john@tothegarage.co.uk. Make the subject photo competition. Attach your image to that email and include in that email your name, where the photograph was taken. This does not have to be an address. I mean a part of the world, a part of a state, a county, etc. And as much or as little information as you would like about your vehicle. So a lot of people will send me the year, the colour, how long they've had it, a few little details about anything that's unusual or modded. Others will send me nothing other than, here's my 96 XK8. It was taken in, picture was taken in Birmingham and my name is John Smith. And that's fine too. All of the photographs which are received before that deadline will be put into a pot, stripped of the data about who and where, and shown to a small panel. That panel will include a couple of my family members, a couple of subscribers who are close by, who have not entered the competition. And we will have an evening where we view the images and try to whittle it down to a short list. Previous years, the entries have been in the 90 to 100 photographs level of photographs that were legitimate and passed the basic criteria. And it is not possible for me to run a photo competition where you, the subscribers to the channel, vote on that many photos. We may end up with everybody getting the same number of votes. I need a smaller number. As soon as is possible after the deadline, I will release another video. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done that, and click the notification bell, which allows YouTube to ping you a little message to say, To The Garage has put a new video out. There is no money involved. You are paying nothing by clicking subscribe. So please help me out by doing that anyway. So as soon as that video comes out, you will see the short list of photos and you will be invited to send me an email with your opinion of the winner and runners-up. And we'll give you details of that in that video, exactly how to do it. But we will use that to select who is the winner of the 2023 competition and who are the 11 runners-up who will appear as feature cars on each of the month pages. I will attempt to put all the legitimate entries into the calendar so that you all get a chance to be stars. I'll give you details closer to the time of exactly when we will announce the winner, but it is likely to be in September, because that gives me time to share with you guys who the winner is, put the photos into the right formats, build, design a calendar, get it printed, proof sent back, etc., etc., so that you've got a reasonable period before Christmas in order for me to post out to the winners and to offer the remainders to the subscribership via the shop. The last thing I'll add in terms of rules is you are only allowed to enter one photograph. So please don't send in multiple photos of your car, even if you send them in from multiple different email addresses or with multiple different anonymous names. I can usually work it out. Also, occasionally people will say, John, I've entered the competition, couldn't decide between photo A and photo B, so I've sent them to you. I won't do that. Whilst I won't disqualify you for it, what I'll do is I'll just open your email, and whatever the first photo I see is, that's the one that's going in the competition. Again, I'm not going to be modifying or promoting or pre-guessing. You send me a photo, I will enter it into the competition. Well, I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. I have got another couple of bits of filming and footage that I can edit up and send out as videos in the next week or so, but they are not of sorting out the gearbox, which I keep promising on this, so apologies. Also, thanks for everybody who's given a rather positive version of starting looking at tools and toolboxes and building the perfect DIY mechanics tool set. Yeah, we're going to go right through the full range of tools on that. Quite enjoy doing them. In the meantime, stay safe, stay well, everybody. I am the worst person in the world at stopping indoors, staying in bed and getting well, so just don't get poorly. And I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. If you're enjoying our channel, then don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell icon so you get notifications of new videos. And please give us a thumbs up or thumbs down, and you can share the videos. And below the video is always the area where you can comment and get involved with the chat.